What if Enceladus rings cast shadows that moved, hunting you with your own darkest thoughts? This super creepy story from Enceladus in 2168 will grab you tight. Veyra Zale, a ring miner, sees shadows in the rings that stalk her with memories of her lost friend, but they consume her crew's minds, leaving them empty. Stay to face the fear. Enceladus' icy rings glitter under Saturn's pale glow, their dust swirling like ghosts. Veyra floats in her mining suit, her drill humming, as she harvests ice for fuel. The orbital station's lights blink in the void, her only home since Earth got too crowded. Veyra's heart aches because her friend Mira died in a pod crash 2 years ago. Her last words, "It's watching," stuck in Veyra's head. She hopes the rings hold clues to what Mira meant. One shift, her drill grazes a ring, and a shadow twists, whispering Veyra in Mira's voice. Her heart pounds. She thinks it's a trick of the light, but she freezes when the shadow forms Mira's face, her eyes hollow, staring at her. Veyra's scared, but she can't stop mining. The moving shadows get creepier, twisting faster, and bad things start happening at the station. Screens flicker, airlocks hiss, and the void feels heavy, like it's stealing thoughts. Veyra's headset, which guides her drills, stings her head, like the shadows are sneaking into her brain. Other miners see shadows too, mimicking lost loved ones, and some go blank, forgetting their names. Veyra checks a ring chunk, but its crystals are weird, with tiny traps that glow under her light. She tells her friend Cal, a tough navigator with a scar on his hand from a cable snap. Cal scans the rings and finds crystal traps, pictures of people fading, their thoughts drained into shadows. The rings hum, "You're hollow," in a spooky voice, and Veyra's hands shake so bad she drops her drill. What's this shadow trying to do? Veyra and Cal decide to find out. They suit up and jet to a dense ring, where the dust stings and the cold bites like a blade. The shadows twist like a maze, moving when they shouldn't. Their lights catch strange traps, shapes that shift when they're not looking. Veyra's stomach knots like something's watching. The traps lead to a dark core in the ring, a clump of crystals pulsing like a sick heart. In the center, a black crystal hums, casting shadows that writhe like worms. Dark shapes swirl in the void, like ghosts with no bodies. Veyra feels dizzy, like the core's pulling her in. Cal's tools catch signals from the crystal, not from Enceladus but from way out in space, far past Saturn. The core feels wrong, like it's alive. Veyra's headset shows scary pictures, Mira's crash, miners screaming, and an old station fading into dust. Cal says the shadows are part of something called the Hollow, not just light but a trap that eats minds. The moving shadows work for the Devourers, a creepy force that loves fear and grows with every empty thought. The station starts breaking down. Lights fail, logs blank out, and miners act weird, staring into the rings with eyes that glow black like the shadows. Veyra's afraid they're not themselves anymore. Cal finds a black shard in the core, carved with stars that look like voids, pulsing with the crystal's hum. The shadows scream, "We take," and Veyra wonders if she's still safe or if the Hollows got her trapped. Things get worse. Enceladus rings shake, like they're angry. Veyra finds a piece of the black shard, and it glows, showing Mira's face. She looks so scared, like she's stuck in a shadow, begging Veyra to run. Everyone's headset starts showing the same thing, a web of shadows where minds fade away. The black crystal shows a net of dark lines, like a trap catching every person. At the station, each dot in the net is someone's mind, each hum their fear. The rings buzz with a creepy sound, like a low growl, and the shadows match the Hollow's web, like the whole moon's waking up. Cal finds a trap, saying the Devourers want the whole system next. They're not just on Enceladus, they're tied to other rings in space, all hungry for thoughts. Veyra sees a vision of dark shapes, like fog with glowing voids, talking about draining or ending everything. The hollow signals shoot out to the stars, like the Devourers are closing in. The station's gear goes wild, screens flash Mira's face, radios scream her voice. Veyra feels Myra's whisper in the hollow's web, so faint, urging her to fight. Cal wonders if the Devourers are eating them or testing them. Enceladus quakes with a bad buzz, and the shadows swirl like a cage. Veyra stares at the black crystal, her hands cold, knowing a ghost might be waiting. She thinks about Mira, about the station, about whether she can stop this thing or if it's too big. The void feels heavy, like it's crushing her. The station's too quiet now, and Veyra's not sure if she's alone or if the Devourers are already in her mind. The shadows grow darker, their hum louder, like they're thrilled. Veyra jets back, but the ring pulls, and the voices grow stronger, calling her name over and over. She looks at Cal, who's pale, staring at the crystal. They both know something's coming, something they can't stop. The rings outside roar, like they're alive. Veyra's heart feels like it's breaking, but she won't give up, not yet. She grips her headset, hoping it holds a clue, but the hum just keeps coming, pulling her closer to the dark. The shadows feel alive, their glow spreading like ink. Veyra wonders if she ever leave, or if the hollow has already emptied her mind. Twist. The rings aren't debris, they're a living net for a thought-devouring void. Is Enceladus a resource, or its web? Could you face creepy moving shadows knowing what they do? Tell us your scariest thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button if this gave you chills, send it to all your space friends, and subscribe for more stories that'll blow your mind.